Welcome to Inside the Audition, the podcast where we go behind the scenes for a deep dive look into the world of auditions. I'm Joe Lars Larson, creator of Actors Audition Club, an international community helping actors book your dream roles in TV, film, and theater.
And I'm Brandon Knox, actor, producer, and co-host. Each episode, we chat with actors and industry professionals to share their audition experiences, insights, and advice.
We provide actors with actionable tips, strategies, and resources to help you elevate your auditions.
We demystify the often intimidating and misunderstood world of auditions to help you succeed.
So whether you're just starting out on your acting journey or you're a seasoned pro, join our Actors Audition Club members as we go Inside the Audition. Hello and welcome to episode 126 of Inside the Audition.
Yeah.
I'm Joe Lars Larson. This is Brandon BK Broiler Fort Knox. How are you?
I am fantastic, Lars, because you know what happened yesterday?
Full moon?
No. LeBron James passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the NBA's all-time leading scorer in the regular season.
I heard about that. Yeah, that's a big deal. He scored the most points of any other player. Good for him.
Yeah. He deserves it.
For LeBron. You know what? I was really
that good for so long.
I was really worried about him too. So I'm glad he got that because I don't know.
And I've needed some sports feelings this week because the Leafs haven't been playing. So there you go. That's my sports fun fact of the day.
Good
I
timing.
got one.
Good timing. Yes. I think Joe Biden also gave his State of the Union speech. So two important things happened last night.
Oh,
one State of the Union address about upcoming global wars, and also LeBron scored more points than any other people scoring points. It's good.
Yeah,
it's good. Yes. How are you otherwise?
I am all right. I'm okay. How about you?
Just all right. I'm fucking fantastic.
Ooh.
Fucking fantastic.
Okay, yep. I like it. What makes this week so fantastic for you?
I don't know about necessarily this week. Just this day. I've already done good stuff. Went to the beach already with Luna. Nice. I'm here on the podcast. We got a great guest. He's backstage right now. He's going to be fantastic. And what else? The other thing that happened this week is we opened up enrollment. So we've got 3 new members. Actually, 2 new members and 1 longtime member who was away for a little while and wasn't auditioning with us. That's Sandra Battalini and Sandy Batts, or Buddalini, as we Sandra Buddalini, and also Josh Welsh. Shout out to Josh Welsh, Toronto-based actor, and Linda Camacho as well too. So 3 new audition heroes, welcoming them to Actors Audition Club 2023.
So did we also get a new review as well?
Ooh, we did have a new review. You want to call it up?
Yes, I do.
Yes,
you want to riff for a little bit?
From one of our favorites. Yes, our international member of Actors Audition Club, also a conservatory mate of mine in Ensemble 10 at Totteroff Acting Conservatory. João Pinho, based in Portugal, just outside Lisbon. When Brandon's got it up, we'll read it. We love João. He just did a session with you late last week, I think. Yeah, he's been working on the monologue, one of the monologues from what's his name?
We got 2. We got 2 new reviews.
I'm spacing on his name. What's the drug dealer's name?
Pablo Escobar.
Yeah. João loves bad guys, in his words. So he's working on there it is. There we go. All right, can you make that bigger so I can read it?
Can you read that?
Bigger. Yep. Now give me more. There we go. All right. João Pinho, thank you so much for the 5-star review. João says, the Actors Audition Club from Laughing Vikings is an amazing community of actors to be a part of. I'm very happy, blessed, and enjoying my growth, my passion, my work during my craft and training on the Actors Audition training. where every potential actor from all walks of life, skills, and characteristics can work for his or her goals. Actors Audition Club is an amazing event in my life. I love it. I love Joao's enthusiasm. For those of you who don't know that, if you don't know Joao, if you do know him, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you love him. But he, when he communicates with us, often during through DMs or Messenger on Facebook, it's just like full of emojis. There's like high five emojis and celebration fireworks emojis and fire emojis and film, TV, acting, music, all this stuff. Yeah, he's super passionate. He's a fantastic musician, fantastic actor as well, too. So thank you. Ooh, and we got another one here from good old Hobbsy, who is another fantastic Toronto-based actor here. Toronto actor is not even enough to say. Actor, improviser, comedian. What's that?
Mascot.
Oh, he's also a mascot? Yes.
Yep.
Steve Hobbs. Shout out to Steve Hobbs. He says, yeah, you could do your self-tapes at home, and the pandemic definitely forced us. I'm going to start that over.
Yeah,
we'll get a nice clean one. Yeah.
And action.
Steve Hobbs gives us another 5-star review, says, yeah, you could do your self-tapes at home, and the pandemic definitely forced us all to learn how. But when I want a pro space with an equally pro voice guiding me for the high-stakes roles and need it done on time, Laughing Vikings is the way to go. Ask around. Services like LV will help you book. And then there's one of these, the OK hand symbol. I think that is the I approve. Thank you, Steve Hobbs. And we replied and said, thanks, Hobbsy. Happy to help. Yes.
Yeah.
Love Steve Hobbs. Actually, shout out to Steve. I think he's got a show with his improv group this Saturday. He gave me the invites, but I've got another show of my own, so I cannot do it. Maybe I'll see at some point. Yes. All right. Should we get into it?
Yes. Let's get into it.
All right. Let's get into it.
You want to start with a clip?
Should we start with a clip? I think we should start with a clip.
Let's start with a clip.
Can I say it?
Yeah.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen. Roll the clip.
And then you're going to get some shaving cream or shaving foam, I guess. You're going to get that all over your face, really rub it into your hairs. You really just want to get it nice in there so it really creates a smooth glide with the razor. Thumbs up there. Then you're going to start shaving on a 45-degree, little cut there. Just watch out, little toilet paper there. Like I said, a 45-degree angle, you just, little cut there, that's okay. Just get a little piece of toilet paper for that. And you just bring it down slowly. Just bring the shaver down, little cut there, that's okay. Bring the shaver down slowly along your face and follow your, little cut there, that's okay. Get a little toilet paper on there. And then as you shave, you'll notice the skin is looking pretty good. Little cut there, that's okay. A little pretty smooth, nice skin. That's the joys of using a safety razor. You really get that clean cut and that nice finish on the shave. Little cut there, that's okay. You just don't get that clean of a cut when you're using a traditional electric razor. So I really like the safety razors. I think it's really will amplify your shave. And then you go to the mustache. Little cut there, that's okay. You're gonna really get that mustache. Those hairs are a little longer and thicker there, so you gotta be a little careful. Yeah, I just put a little toilet paper on there. Here I had a little breakdown here because the cuts were really starting to build up, but that's okay. We're gonna little cut there, that's okay. We're gonna fight through it again. A little breakdown, and I thought maybe maybe it was the pressure of the camera that was making me shave bad, so I decided to cut here.
And that's it. That's how you shave. Oh God, I'm lightheaded. I hope you learned something, and
I hope he's okay.
I don't think he is.
Right. Yeah. Hopefully he has lost a lot of blood. Our guest today is a Toronto-based actor. He's one of our favorites here at Actors Audition Club as a regular. You might recognize him as the pizza delivery guy on Working Moms, or you've seen him in the feature film Spiral. And I think one of his biggest roles was in Ghost Rider as Scarecrow. So you can check him out in season 3 of Ghost Rider. Let's bring him on. He's one of our favorites. We love him. Jacob Boose.
Oh, are we live? Oh, you caught me reading my favorite book, The 7 Pillars of Wisdom by T.E. Lawrence.
It looks like you can read upside down.
Okay, yeah. Hi, thanks for having me.
It's a skill. Upside down reading. Regular reading is not. It's not enough for you. So you're like, how can I take things to the next level?
Yeah, exactly.
Start reading upside down. Yeah.
If you really want to take in all the knowledge, you got to read it forwards, and then read it backwards, right?
So we got to let all of our listeners and viewers know right now. This is also Jacob's first podcast appearance. What?
Yeah. You're just gonna spill the beans like that?
Yep. So cut him some slack because he has no idea what he's doing right now.
What did I get myself into?
We're joking backstage that podcasting is a visual medium. So just whatever you do, don't speak much, don't make too many sounds. Use visual communication, lots of nods.
Nods and thumbs up.
Hand gestures. All right. Yes. How you feel? You feel good?
Yeah, I feel great. Good day so far, I'm feeling fresh.
Because
I'm looking fresher.
I want you to know this is a big opportunity. Huge opportunities like your first podcast don't come around too often. It's like your stage debut or your first time doing stand-up or first time taking your first steps. It's like getting married, which you also did recently.
I did.
Many years from now, you're gonna be like, what was the most amazing day of your life? And you'd be like, my first podcast, the birth of my child, my wedding, in that order.
In that order.
Yes.
I
all right. Well,
look back.
We're gonna throw you to the fire right here, Jacob. The first segment is your 1 minute life story. Brandon's got a stopwatch on the. He's got it up on the screen there. There you go. And ladies and gentlemen, this is Jacob Boose's 1 minute life story. Go.
All right. I was born and raised on a small farm in Norfolk County, also referred to as Ontario's Garden. Beautiful place. So I grew up doing a lot of farm stuff, but I always thought it was very cool seeing my family laugh at television shows and movies. And I was like, I want to do that. So from a young age, I'm running out of time. From a young age, I got enlisted into some drama camps, some theater schools. I did theater throughout school, et cetera. Then you go to post-secondary school to go do more theater, learning. And then in 2015, I graduated. I'm running out of time. I got an agent in the city. Great. Love her. Lindsay Scrivener. Love her. She's beautiful. And then you start doing your best to work and increase your craft. I don't know. I was born in a log cabin a long time ago. It's been a good life. And I think I'm out of time. Am I allowed to keep going?
No, absolutely not.
No.
All right.
Clearly, this is your first podcast.
Yeah. Panic.
We cut you off hard. Yes. So you're a country boy. Yeah. So you're in a big city. That makes sense. I think that's maybe why I get along with you, because I have country roots as well too.
Yeah. We both know the joys of running through a cornfield.
Yes. Now, did you live on a farm? Your parents are farmers?
We had a farm, and they were farmers for quite a bit. They farmed cucumbers and sold them to a pickle factory.
Comedy gold. Yeah. Cucumber farm, and you sold them directly to a pickle factory.
Yeah, I actually have fond memories of going to the pickle factory with a delivery of cucumbers. And then once that got a little too much, then we started renting it out to our field out to other more bigger farmers. And we just had animals, pigs, cow, sheep, goat. We had a llama. That was really nice,
Wow.
I love running through cornfields. I'll say it every day of my life.
Were those animals just like petting zoo, pet farm animals, or did one Friday night fancy dinner? You're like, is this a llama burger? Am I eating llama right now?
Yeah. Well, we would sell them to other farms, potentially for like breeding purposes. So it's like we would raise them, and if someone needed a nice healthy sheep or a healthy ram or something, we could supply. It's like he's been grass fed, healthy, strong, good genes, and we would sell it to other farmers who need that. And
So
yeah,
you were a sheep pimp by the sounds of it.
see, I never looked at it like that, but now that now that you mention it, I mean, kinda, yeah.
You were legal. It was legal.
Legal, of course.
It was legal. All right. So
all
from
above the board.
Now, the llama, did you ever recreate Emperor's New Groove with the llama? Like just
I
reenact
tried
some
to.
scenes?
It's that llama.
Was it a good scene partner?
No, it doesn't really give you much. It kind of just sort of stares at you. But the one thing I did learn about the llamas is they are fantastic at herding sheep. If you guys didn't know, the llama is terrific at herding sheep. I think the sheep see it as like a very big sheep, and they will follow it. They will follow it anywhere. So if you want to get your sheep inside, all you gotta do is get the llama inside, and those sheep are coming too.
See, this is why people tune into this podcast right here. It's called Inside the Audition, but you're learning so
learning
much
all new skills
about many things. For all you people at home who have this unherded herd of sheep in your area out in the field, they're all haphazard. It's like the only thing you're missing is a llama.
It's true though.
Where's this llama now?
His name was Alistair. He's passed away. Miss him. He was a beautiful, beautiful llama. He did his job very well. We just called him Al.
You could have also reenacted the Napoleon Dynamite scene very accurately with your physicality, or your little Napoleon Dynamite-esque. Tina, eat your food. Eat your food,
yeah.
Tina, eat your
slopping
food.
over the fence.
Yeah, what was it? It was like shepherd's pie or something like that.
Something, yeah. It looked like a casserole, maybe.
Casserole, yeah. All right. Moving on from the llama section of the podcast, can you tell us about what you remember as your first professional booking?
Sure. I was actually very lucky. After I graduated from college and I got my agent, the very first commercial I auditioned for, they ended up hiring me for, which is like, I don't know if I even know anyone else who that's happened to. It was insane. I remember I showed up for the audition in a full suit because I didn't really know what to expect your first professional audition. And so I was auditioning for an office employee. And so it's like, yeah, people wear suits in the office. So I fully suited up, dress shoes, I was looking very nice. And I guess it must have left a good impression. They hired me for it. So yeah, I booked the job. And I remember on the day as well, I was just so confused and baffled by so much of what was going on because everything was so fast. It's like your very first audition, your very first callback, you're put on hold, your very first time on set. It's like everything was brand new, and I was very nervous, to say the least, getting on set. And then I remember when it finally got to my time to shoot, I was so like the adrenaline was pumping. I was stiff as a board. I'll tell you. All I had to do for the shot, I remember this, was just the camera was just walking past, and I just had to follow it with my eyes, and that's all I had to do. But I was so stiff, and I think I was sweating bullets that it just did not read well on the camera. So they did a couple takes, they filmed it a few times, and then they're kind of it's like, oh, I don't know if this is really why is he so sweaty? So they cut to lunch, and then had the day. When the commercial came out, my role was suspiciously left out of the final cut. But
wow.
it was a learning experience for sure. And that was my very first role. I remember I was just I was a ball of, I don't know, anxiety, emotion, just stressed out to beyond belief. But that was my very first professional booking, and it did teach me a lot. I learned what a callback was like. I learned what a wardrobe fitting was like. I learned what it was like to get on set, to leave set. It was all just a good experience, I'd say.
That's such a great story on both ends. The positive story of booking your first one, which is that's like you won Rookie of the Year that year.
Yeah, for sure.
But then juxtaposed to the feeling of like, oh shit, now I'm on set and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sure imposter syndrome, like, why am I here? This isn't going well. I don't feel like a human being. Why am I've never sweat this much before.
It was
it's a funny, we should reenact it as a sketch sometime, because it's just a funny visual of you not like you just have to like look at that thing and walk it, make it go over there. But if you're so in your head, you're like, no, we need to do it. You just do it like a regular human being does it. When you see something and you watch it, you're like, I don't know how to do that right now.
Yeah.
It's great.
It built me up to such a high when like I booked your very first gig, and then it just like humbled you so fast.
Yeah.
Right. But you got paid, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah. I still got paid. It was a good experience. Yeah.
Right.
Good experience, I'd say.
What was the product? What was it for?
It was for a retirement sort of insurance fund. I don't remember the exact name of the product or the company, because I didn't really keep it around, because I couldn't use the footage because I wasn't in it.
Right. Yeah, nobody puts the commercial they were cut out of in their demo reel.
Exactly.
And my part would have been right here.
Yeah. And this is where I would have been.
Just like arrows, and then I'm pretty sure he's just like cut and pasted his own face into an insurance commercial here. Nice. That's a great story of the positive and the negative. And the main thing is you learn some good lessons there too. So
100%.
Can you now? This could be the same story or a different story. I want to hear of another a memorable audition story. Could be memorable for the role. Could be memorable for what they made you do at the audition. Could be success story. Could be audition nightmare story. Whatever you want to drag up for us.
All right. Well, there's a few I've got on the top of my head.
Let's do it.
So, one of them was just like, this was the time where I've learned that sometimes just like the smallest thing can book you a role in an audition. I remember this was a commercial I did. I've done a plethora of commercials in my day, and many a commercial audition. And so this is like a year and a half maybe into my acting career, and I get a commercial or an audition for StubHub. And all I had to do was pull out imaginary laundry from an imaginary laundry machine in the audition room and just like leave, just pick it up and leave. And that was the whole audition. And so, I get in there, I'm like, okay. And so I unload the laundry, I pick it up, and then I just kick the door closed with my foot while I'm holding the imaginary like laundry basket. And I booked that role. And on the day, the director pulled me aside and told me, you're the only one that kicked the door closed. The laundry door. And it's like, that's why you got hired. And I was like, really? I was like, that's why you hired me? Because I kicked an imaginary door closed? And that's just like, I was like, oh wow. How can I kick more imaginary doors closed in other auditions?
And he's been doing it ever since. And they're like, Jacob, what was that little thing at the end? Oh, I just kicked the dryer shut. He's like,
this explains so many auditions.
Yeah, I just keep kicking things.
There is no dryer. You're on a boat right now.
Yeah.
No dryer.
Yeah. Every scene takes place in a laundry room. Every single one.
Yeah. That's a great lesson. Those little things, and what it comes down to is you made a creative choice, whether you thought of that just in the moment and listened to your body and listened to your brain saying you should do this, or it was just do you remember? Did you have it locked and loaded, or was that just in the moment?
The kick was not locked and loaded. Well, actually, it was somewhat locked and loaded. I kind of, I knew I was going to be loading laundry, so I ran it through a couple times with my laundry machine at home, and you kind of just sort of like you close it, or like you kick it a couple times. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do in the room. I don't know. And you show up, and you're like, maybe I'll close it, maybe I'll kick it. Just kick it.
I love the idea of people who are not actors. This makes perfect sense for everyone who's ever had to do commercial auditions. But I like thinking of someone who's not an actor and they have a regular job or whatever they're doing in their life, and then they're listening to us talking about how you were thinking, okay, I gotta figure out how to pull this laundry out in a cool way that makes me stand out and makes me memorable.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to find some way to kind of separate from the herd.
So you said you had a few stories. What are the other ones?
The other one was, I guess, it was the audition where I got to play the most. Was you were there for that one, Lars? It was for the Scarecrow audition that I did, which was it was actually quite an experience for me, because when I first got the sides for that audition role, it was like, it was like 3 scenes. I don't know, it was a bunch of pages. I was in the middle of the woods with some friends. We were camping, and so I'm just like trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for this role when I'm in the middle of the woods, hiking from campsite to campsite. And as soon as I got back to the city, I had an audition with you to film this thing. So I had some stuff in mind of what I wanted to do, but a lot of the stuff was kind of like, you can only do so much in the woods with your friends, And so I remember I stepped in the room.
That's the old Marlon Brando saying. Yeah.
So I stepped in the room with you, and then we really just played a lot with that scene, and we just explored so many different ways to do this, and it was just a lot of fun. I remember I was just laughing so hard at a lot of the stuff we were doing. It was just so much play, and that's really what I loved about it. Because it's like I go right from the woods to just like panic trying to learn my lines, to having the time of my life putting on a great show with you in this self-tape studio, and it turned out to be a great piece of tape, And it's just like working on the physicality in there. It was like one of my most physical auditions as well, which I really enjoy. Really getting to get the movement in there, because so much of film and television, it's just you got your head and your shoulders, right? You can't really move. But finally, we got this role where we could move. It's like, imagine that, being able to move. Use your arms. It's like, so it was a godsend, and it was a lot of fun to film it, to work on it. And God, you guys helped so much as well. And we got a great piece of tape. I'll still watch that tape. I still watch that tape.
I mean, we've helped hundreds of actors shoot all kinds of tapes for all kinds of different projects, but that was one of my favorite ones that I've ever done too. Because the writing was already really funny. You're playing you're playing Scarecrow, which is a hilarious character to begin with, and your physicality is. If a human being could be a scarecrow, or a scarecrow could be a human being, you're spot on for it. So that was so fun. And we literally would go line by line, word by word, move by move, and figure out like a ton of vocal variation, but tons of it was physical comedy. So I would just throw out. You were fantastic for taking directions, because in my head I'm just thinking like, what's the funniest way you can be doing this? And so I would be punching it up mainly with physical comedy, which I personally love when it's kids comedy as well, because it can be bigger, it can be a little wackier. You're not really bound by, you need to be a believable human being. You're basically a real life cartoon character in that show, right? So that was so fun, and kudos to you. The other thing that you did is, I think we shot the self tape, and then was there callbacks for that too?
There was
via Zoom, or how did we?
It was via Zoom. Yeah.
Then you came back here. Did you do that here? Or did you do that at home? I forget.
I did the Zoom callback at home, but I did come to you guys to rehearse the scene some more.
In between, So you came and shot it with us, and we worked a ton on it. Then you got the callback. But between first audition and callback, you booked another session to come work on it. And then the thing that you did, which is also rare, is from the time that you booked it to the time that you shot it, you came in several times, and we would just rework scenes. We'd find new fun stuff. And you were marking down your script, and we would have like first choice, second choice, third choice. Like, you could do it this way, you could do it that way, you could do it this way. So you'd have multiple choices locked and loaded. So the director was like, let's cut that part. Then you would have like, okay, here's my number 2 funny thing to do. So we worked the shit out of that. That was literally one of my favorite coaching sessions, because it was so fun. And we were, we were both laughing like crazy. Yeah. There was a funny scene. It was at Bubble. What am I remembering about Bubble
Wrap? Yeah. because the Scarecrow, yeah, we were gonna stuff yourself with bubble wrap instead of hay because it's so light and airy, and so
Right.
we had some bubble wrap, just shoving it in our shirts. It was a
Right.
lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah, so check them out. That's out, right? Ghost Rider
Yep.
season 3.
Yeah, it's on Apple TV, streaming now.
Beautiful. Yeah, check out Jacob as the Scarecrow. Have you seen it? Have you watched it?
I have watched it. Yeah, it turned out very well.
Yeah.
It looks good. It looks really good, and they did great with the lion. The lion's completely CG, and I remember that was my first time working with like I guess a CG acting partner for anything on the day. And I remember they had this giant lion skeleton, this giant lion-sized skeleton with a big head on it, and they would just like bring it in and park it somewhere, and like, okay, this is the lion, no one touch it. They wheel it out, and you just have to kind of act like there's a giant lion walking around. It was very interesting. It was very wild. It was a wild time.
I want to hear more about this shoot, Garn. Literally, my next question was going to be to talk about a memorable or an unforgettable on-set experience. How many days on Ghost Rider did you do?
I was in 3 episodes, and it equated to, I want to say, about 20 days on set or something like that.
Nice. That's great.
That's
a great chunk.
Yeah,
of
it
work.
was great.
Yeah.
It was a great time, and I was very lucky because it was right during the pandemic happened. And then things slowly started to open up again, and then we started to do this job. So a lot of things still weren't shooting, So it was a huge blessing to even just be working at that time. Like there wasn't very many auditions. There was no one was shooting anything, and the COVID protocols was through the moon. It was insane. Everyone's wearing gowns, PPE, face masks. Everything is sanitized. It was very interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, that is interesting because your whole career up to that point, you're aiming to get to these bigger roles. You're a supporting lead, but then that's an interesting twist to be like, oh, I didn't expect it to be like this.
Yeah, it was a huge difference from the way things used to be. Because especially in those early days of COVID, no one can everyone's taking that whole was it 6 feet apart thing very seriously.
Right.
So no one can really get talk to you. Even the hair and makeup people, it's they have to treat you almost like they're wearing PPE, you're wearing PPE, and they can barely touch you. They have to sanitize everything. It was in those early days, the things have gotten everyone's gotten used to it now. Things are a lot better now. But in those early days, it was people were still learning alongside with me on how things were going to get done.
Right. Yeah. And TV film was one of those industries that was able to pivot real quickly and then able to get back to figuring out how can we keep working. It was that initial 4 months, but I would say after 4 months, they figured it out. I think that's part and parcel to having so much money available. If you're a bigger network or bigger show, you have the money to put in the protocol and the all the equipment and supplies and all that stuff. I got to plug my my laptop in here real quick, but can you tell us the other thing I wanted, because that character, you were Scarecrow, can you talk about your wardrobe and makeup every day?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Hair and makeup is what I'm saying. Yeah.
I played the Scarecrow. So, imagine burlap, straw, wood, field, dirt, crow. So that's the character I was playing. But they also wanted him to be kind of like a surfer dude. So my wardrobe was a wetsuit stuffed with hay, which is very interesting. I'm hearing a little bit of echo.
Me too. There's something wrong with your microphone, Lars.
Stuff. But yes, I played a Scarecrow, so they had to glue a bunch of burlap prosthetics to my face. So every day I would show up, I would go into the hair and makeup room, and they would put a wig on me because they wanted me to be blonde. So, full hair back, blonde wig on, and then they would glue a bunch of prosthetics, like burlap around the entirety of my face, all over my head. And then they would kind of give my skin a very burlappy tone, I guess. And then I would have giant straw pieces, stuffed in my neck. I had a neck piece, a straw neck piece, straw hand sort of gloves that went on. So it was like straw coming out. And same thing with my boots. It was all straw. That was all just sticking out of anything that was open. It was just straw was sticking out of it. And so it took a bit, it wasn't a super quick hair and makeup sesh, but it did. And, by the end of the 20 days, they were getting very fast with gluing the stuff on me, like wig, glue, straw, stuff, which was fun, except I couldn't actually do anything when I was fully in wardrobe. I couldn't use my hands very well. So I couldn't eat, drink, or go on my phone or anything in between takes. I was you just kind of had to sit there because you've got straw everywhere. You can't open a bottle to take a drink. You can't do anything. So I had an assistant that just gave me drinks of water whenever I was thirsty, I felt very pampered, which was great. Oh.
Something's wrong with your mic, Lars. Maybe replug it in. We can't hear you at all.
Yeah. It's exciting.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Is that what I sound like?
Stop. It's a nice beat. You could probably rap to this, I think. Or just like maybe theatrically speak, Like,
yeah.
Sometimes you'll never understand the word stop until it's said repeatedly in a malfunctioning way. But moving on, that's a great story, and I love how you. Oh, that's perfect.
That good?
Yeah.
Weird.
But yeah, it was It was a great time on set. It was fantastic. The whole show was it all went very smoothly, very well. Tons of locations. It was a great time, to be honest.
How many different locations did you go to?
We shot a lot of it in a big warehouse with a bunch of sets set up, and then we went to Hamilton. We went to the Pan Am Center where they do, I think, the Paralympic Games or something. No, sorry, not the Paralympic Games. We went to the Pan Am Center to film there. We went to U of T, which was great. Oh man, it's such a beautiful campus. And then I think we went somewhere else as well. But yeah, I said Hamilton, right? We went to Hamilton, to a bookshop in Hamilton, and then Hamilton to an alleyway in Hamilton, which was nice. They had me running up and down that alleyway so many times. It was fun. It was a good day. I also had a lot of the hay was surprisingly warm. We filmed this in the middle of the winter, by the way. It's nice. January. Yeah. So the hay was actually quite warm in my little swimsuit.
Nice.
So it was nice. Yeah.
Put a little more on. It's cold out. A little more.
Yeah, a little more. Come on, a little more.
More hay. Jacob, can you tell us? I know it's going to vary depending on how much time you have, but for an average audition, or you can speak to if you have a difference between commercial and like a supporting lead role, but talk about your audition process from the time you get an audition from your agent.
Sure. My audition process, I guess, it goes something like, you get the email and you just really quick read the script. You're like, okay, cool. And then I just sort of, for the first bit, I always had, I had a lot of teachers in my day, and they always tell me stuff like you get, like, acting is, you got to forget your lines, learn your lines so well that you forget them. So I spend a lot of time, if I've got the time, to just really hammer it in my head. And I try to do everything under the moon whilst learning my lines, to try and really get, so I can distract myself, but also learn while distracting. You know what I mean? So I will go out and I'll exercise while reading my lines. I'll even bring my script out and I'll just run around with a script. I'll do dishes with the script in front of me. And I just do anything I can to try to distract myself while learning. Like, I'll try to play an instrument. I'll play guitar while reading the lines, anything to try and just get it into my subconscious. You know what I mean? And then once that's happened, my favorite part of an audition, I think I mentioned it earlier, is the whole play aspect of it. And me personally, I bounce really well off people. So I'll try to find somebody that I can play with. Do you know what I mean? So whether that is like if it's a self-tape coming to you guys and really just playing in the audition space, or if it is just going to an audition house, even just going in the room and just playing right there in front of somebody, it really, really helps me out a lot. Or if even it's just my wife or a friend, anyone I can get my hands on to play with. You know what I mean? So that's a huge part of what I do is I really look for that person I can play with, because it really helps to find what's fun about what you're doing. Like find the fun in the script, find the fun in what you're doing, give yourself the passion to want to do it. You got to be able to have fun with it. And I feel like that's when I work the best is really playing around with the script with whoever I can get my hands on. A lot of times that'll be my wife. I'll just be, sitting around the living room, just doing it back and forth with each other and being like, all right, what do you think? Should I do it this way? Let's try it this way. Let's try it this way. Let's try it that way. And then eventually when the audition comes around, just giving it your best shot,
Love that. Yeah. The moral of the story, fun is fun.
Fun is fun. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I try to have fun with it as best I can.
Fun's probably the funnest. Brandon,
I agree.
I like fun. Fun's
pretty fun. I'll tell you this. I've never been having fun and thought, this isn't fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I try to have fun.
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah.
It shows. That's one of the reasons we love having you here at the studio, because when you arrive, I feel like we should maybe be in a sketch troupe or a writer's group or something, because there's certain people where we're just always like riffing. Even before this episode, we're just backstage and we're just like riffing on bits and silly things. And you know what I'm talking about, whether you're in the acting world or not. You have certain friends and people when you're around, you just kind of like comfortably launch into bits, and then you realize like 10 minutes later you're having the most ridiculous conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess.
Well, as I'll give you an example. Before the podcast, backstage, we were sharing how one of the roles that's not on Jacob's IMDb, he was actually in the Willem Dafoe Robert Pattinson movie The Lighthouse, where he played the lighthouse.
Yeah.
You want to show us a little bit of that performance?
Oh yeah. I'll show you. Allow me just to drop into character if you don't mind. Just let me just.
This is Jacob Boose as the lighthouse in The Lighthouse.
All right. I've donned my wardrobe. That's it. And without me, there is no Lighthouse movie. It's just maybe regular house.
Character. Yeah.
Regular house.
I think they got nominated. The actors got the other actors. I think that one or both of them might have got nominated, but you were
where's my supporting? Yeah.
You were snubbed. Yes, there is no lighthouse keeper without the lighthouse.
Exactly.
Another one of the brilliant transformations from another one that comes to mind is we don't need to get into all of it right now, but I feel like we had at least a good 20 to 30 minute conversation after one of your auditions here about how we were going to bring fondue back and open up a series of fondue restaurants, which in a post-COVID world is a horrible idea.
Yes.
But maybe there's market space. There's a white space for it.
People are looking to get that pre-COVID experience now that we are post-COVID,
Yes.
They want to get back. And I think the best way to do that is to get as germy as possible.
Yeah.
Google just released
share a pot of cheese. Share a pot of cheese, chocolate, whatever it is. That's how you know you're really back to normal.
Apparently the most searched Google term is fondue restaurants near me.
Everyone's searching for it. The market's there. I don't know. I think this is a great idea. It's very similar to like Korean barbecue, but it's like you're kind of making it yourself. You get the fondue. Oh yeah.
A hot pot of melted cheese.
Oh yeah.
It's a hot ticket item.
Yeah. I don't even know how we got started on that.
We'll return. Yes, me neither. I don't know how we did, but it was a lengthy conversation.
It was like 20 minutes of a fondue.
Did we ever land on a name? Did we have a name?
I don't think we did. I don't know if we got to that specific
Fondue R Us. I know
a great
it's a
one.
cheap joke, but I don't care.
You or us?
Yeah, it's like off the top of my head, the name
Fondue or die.
Fondue or Die.
Ooh.
Yeah. Fond dining.
Fun timing. Nice.
Yeah.
I feel like when we go to the investment bankers for the business loan for this, he's gonna look us dead in the eye and say, "How about don't?" as he stamps it with a big X and denies
Yeah.
the bank loan.
That's
Can
just
we
a small
say
road
that
bump
counts as
along
a
the way.
signature and leave and like get our loan anyway? Like that's what they used in old timey days. They just put an X.
Yeah,
It's
we'll take
genius.
the X. We'll take the X positively.
Yeah.
That's a genius maneuver.
We'll just say
Way to
thank
spin
you at
that.
the end. Thank you so much, sir. You will not be disappointed in this
Mhm.
investment.
You just got played.
Well, we'll look for the money
Sucker.
account on Monday. Yeah. All right, Jacob. Aside from opening up a very, very successful chain of fondue restaurants,
Yes.
can you tell us what is your dream project or role? What is
My
Jacob
dream project?
about?
I guess my dream project or role would probably be. I would probably say if I could have anything, it would probably be a series regular in an ongoing beloved television show, where it's like one where you can really, get your teeth into the character and really almost just sort of take it over. So it's almost not even a character anymore. It's just you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I can really just be a goofball on camera for the world to see. That would be the perfect role. I would love that, where it's just like I can really just sort of take this character, just shove it into me, and just become this amalgamation of a character and really, really get into it.
Like
I
John
would love
Ralphio in Parks and Recreation.
Yes, very much. I would
so.
love that.
Or the Scarecrow in season 3 of Ghost Rider.
Maybe
Exactly.
season 4.
Maybe
Season 4 just follows the Scarecrow.
maybe. Still waiting on that call, but we'll see.
Your own spin-off.
Yeah, the own spin-off. I agree.
Got a family,
Yeah. Got some kids. We all go stand in a field together and we just riff.
Good times. Go to fondue restaurants.
Yeah, we go to fondue restaurants and we scare crows and whatever else scarecrows do.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be my dream role, is anything I can really just get my teeth in. Even a movie. I feel like even if it's a movie shooting over a year, I want longer. It's like I want to really just take over. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That character, whatever it is. That's what I would love.
I like it. Well, you put it out into the universe here. This is what we do. We manifest things on this podcast.
Manifesting. I would love that. Let's
There you
get
go.
it.
Hear that, Hollywood producers?
Yeah.
Jacob,
Just give me something.
Give it to him.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take it over.
But he does have. You have big demands in your contracts, Ryder, of craft services must be very heavily fondue based.
Yes, very heavily fondue based. Yeah, and also a lot of granola bars. I am notorious on sets as a little granola bar bandit. If I'm, if there's a craft truck, I'm going in and I'm taking every single granola bar I can get my hands on. I love them. It's like I'll go there I'll show up on set in the morning, like, oh, granola bars. I'll take like 3, and then show up a couple hours later, like, oh, you got granola bars? Take more. And then by the end of the day, it's like you get off set. I'm just gonna swing by the craft truck. Oh, you got granola bars? Oh yeah, I'm just gonna. And by the end of the day, I've got like a backpack full of granola.
All these producers trying to figure out how they blew their budgets. They're like, what the fuck happened? This is
Why is our granola budget through the roof? Like, what's going on?
$50,000 in granola bars? That seems like too many granola bars.
The secret's out. I can't help myself when I see a good granola.
Yeah, they look at the numbers and they do a deep dive forensic audit, and it just the spike is only on days where Jacob Boose's character was on the call sheet.
Yeah. They can connect the dots. They can figure it out. I haven't gotten called out on it yet. We'll see. Now that I've said it out loud and admitted my crime.
Yeah. You're from here on out, you're going to be cast in a lot of roles, but there's going to be a little asterisk, like a contract thing. Be like, there's a maximum of 2 granola bars per day.
2? Come on, that's not enough. That's
all right. You get your own box.
enough.
You get your own box of 6 to 8 granola bars.
I'll accept those terms.
You know
I'll
what? 2
accept those terms.
boxes. You get 2 boxes. What's that? Like $10?
You're too kind. Yeah.
You know what? You get a Costco size 36 pack.
Ooh, nice.
You know what? You get all the granola you can eat. I've totally reversed on it. Unlimited granola bar budget.
I wonder if there are other actors that take different things. Like, is there something that you consistently take on set, Lars? Like from the craft truck?
I take Q-tips from the hair and makeup people. They're delicious.
What are you doing with the Q-tips?
No. I'm I mean, I love craft. I can't say there's anything specific, but I'm a sucker for like I was gonna say
granola bars.
Like little chocolate almonds.
Oh yeah.
Chips are good. Little snacky things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I take cans of Coke.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Love a good can of Coke.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Goes great with granola.
It does. It does go great with the granola. I get a backpack full of cans of Coke and some more granola. So yeah.
Yeah. I'd say if you guys are ever on set and you see some granola, if you've got an extra hand and you want to grab me a few bars, next time I see you.
Jacob's blood sugar is through the roof on set. All this Coca-Cola and granola bar. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I'm very fibrous. I've got tons of fiber in me.
Extremely diabetic. He wants lots of granola bars and lots of insulin needles on set.
That's right.
Those 2 things. Yes.
Just tell my writer.
So other than demanding granola bars on set, can you give some advice to your younger past artist self?
Advice to my younger past artist self. Let's see. All right, little Jacob Boose, you little cutie patootie, you little sweetheart. Let me tell you something. Let's see. What would I tell myself? I would say, just have fun with it sooner. You had all this fun, like learning how to act, going to school, going to theater camp, all this stuff. You had so much fun. Why stop having fun once you are doing it professionally? Don't ever stop having fun. And just go in there, love it, love what you're doing, and it's going to shine. It's good. People are going to see it. So just right out the gate, have a great time. Don't worry about what anyone else is doing. Don't try to think about what someone else is doing in the room, listening through the wall of the audition room. Don't worry about that. Just do whatever you think is funny or whatever you think is fun or appropriate, Have a good time, little Jacob. And go and get that bag, buddy,
Mm-hmm.
Bring it home for old Jacob. Yeah. Get the granola, get the fondue.
You can fondue it.
Yeah, and invest in Microsoft. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fondue it.
Yeah. Fondue it is a great one. I like that one.
Fondue it.
I would go to that restaurant.
I would too. Yeah. Fondue it.
BYOC. It's BYOC though.
Oh.
Bring your own cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah, nailing it. This is what happens when I've been around you for 2.5 years now, Lars. I'm getting the acronyms.
Brandon has an aversion for acronyms. He gets very confused when I throw acronyms at him. And they're supposed to be time saving and they're supposed to make things easier, but something about acronyms are, I feel like you're dyslexic, but when you're only acronym dyslexic. You have no problem with words and reading otherwise. It's just acronyms. They're like, they do the opposite for you. They're supposed to make something easier. And when I throw an acronym at you, you're just like, well, are you even speaking English right now?
It makes Tinder and texting very difficult sometimes.
And then I see in your head, like I see your eyes kind of go up into your brain. And I know that you're trying to figure out first of all, like what letters did he even just say, but what could they possibly stand for? Yeah.
LOL.
What the fuck?
What is he trying to say?
What words begin with L?
You're like, just the whole word for God's sakes. Yeah. Nice. Well, any parting words, Jacob Boose, Brendan Knox?
Parting words? Let me think.
Where's the best place for people to connect with you? That's good. Or watch you.
It's
They can
around.
obviously they can see you on Apple Plus.
Yeah. If they want to watch Ghost Rider, Apple TV Plus is the place to go for that. Ghost Rider season 3. I played the Scarecrow. It was a lot of fun filming it.
Watch from Pizza Guy on Working Moms.
Oh yeah, Pizza Guy, Work of Moms makes 2 appearances in season 3 and 4. I think are the seasons. That was a great time. I get real. That was my first stunt. I got kicked in the groin for that one. That was a great time. So check out Work of Moms. Check out Ghost Rider if you want. Follow me on TikTok. I don't know, whatever you want to do. I just like to goof around and mess around with the business end of a camera phone. And have a good time, So if you want to come and have a good time, check it out. Follow me on Twitter. I don't know. Add me on Facebook. Let's start a group chat together and exchange memes.
There you go.
That sounds like a good time.
Change fondue memes with Jacob. This has been great. Thank you for hopping on. Listeners, viewers, make sure you smash that subscribe button. When I say smash, I'm being literal. I want you to smash it. I want keys or screens to be smashed. Make sure to subscribe to Inside the Audition podcast. And also, those of you who want to check out some of our training, you can learn how one actor went from very stressful DIY self-tapes to booking a role in a Hollywood blockbuster, plus 2 series leads in the same year. You go to laughingvikings.com/audition hero, and you can get instant access to that workshop that we ran. You can watch all those videos. Go to laughingvikings.com/audition hero. And we just opened and closed the doors to Actors Audition Club. But you can, if you missed it, you can hop on the wait list. Go to laughingvikings.com/join, and you can hop on our wait list for the next time we open that new enrollment, and you can join then. And until then, you can enjoy granola bars and fondues and llamas and scaring crows with our guest today, Jacob Boose. And go watch the Leafs. Yeah. And what else? Congrats to LeBron. Yes. Also.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Go LeBron.
I'm glad he did that.
I love points. Yeah.
It's good that he scored so many.
Yeah. It's not easy to do, if everyone can score points.
Nobody wants to do it. Number 2 all-time scoring leader as well.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah,
Kareem Abdul who?
Yeah. Doesn't even have the most points.
Not anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. The first loser. Yeah.
Yeah, second place.
Kareem comes out of retirement next year. Is like, okay, fuck this. I'm doing it.
Yeah, they just go head to head now. Yeah. Until one of them dies.
A few more.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how it's done. Nice.
That's how it's done. All right.
Are
we done? I think we're done.
Yeah.
Episode 126 of Inside the Audition podcast. Thank you, Jacob. We love you. You're hilarious. And I believe that you're going to get all of those things that you just mentioned. Fondue and
granola
included. Yeah.
Granola,
Nice.
Especially.
All right.
Yes. Sorry.
Except nothing less.
Oh my God. Jacob.
Got a little excited. Sorry.
Jacob, I just pictured Jacob walking on the set. And, where's my fucking granola?
Yeah. I don't ask for a lot.
Things really went to Jacob Boose's head.
Those 20
Yes,
days
one
they change
podcast.
you.
He does his first podcast. Now he's a changed man. Just this granola demanding psychopath.
You got to know what you're worth. You got to know what you're worth.
It's true.
He built a fondue empire from the ground up.
I tell you, he didn't get this far in Hollywood by not eating granola and fondue. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Gotta get your granola.
He was raised with a llama, and look where he is now.
That's right. That's exactly right. I was raised with a llama.
Listeners at home, you see what we're talking about? These little bits. These riffs.
Yeah.
These riffs and bits and skits.
It'll take you far in life. Listeners at home, if you're listening.
Bottom line is fun is fun.
Fun is fun.
This is fun because it's fun. That's the only reason we're still talking right now. Probably the only reason you're still listening is because you're like, it sounds like these guys are having fun, and fun is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did
Give in to the bit.
Yeah, give in.
Yeah, give
Commit
in
to it. Commit to the
bit. Let the bit wash over you.
Yeah.
Become the bit.
Mm-hmm.
Come
the
the
waves crash through.
Yeah. You know, chomp the bit. You know, it's a little bit.
Chomp at that
big bit.
What about a big bit?
Chomp at the bit.
Yeah.
Get the bit.
Work the bit.
Work the bit.
Yeah, work it out.
Is the podcast still on?
Yeah, we're still live.
Oh, well, we're still live. Yeah.
Oh,
Be sure to like and subscribe.
Oh, shit. Yeah, like and subscribe. Do all those things. And share this out with your friends too. If I didn't mention that, share this out with your actor friends.
All right, we're ending this now.
The world needs more fondue.
Goodbye.